Hitting a band 9 on your IELTS writing task too? I mean, it can seem almost impossible, right? But what if we could actually look inside a top-scoring essay and see exactly what makes it tick? Well, that's what we're doing today, and we're tackling a really common essay topic.
And that's what we're all about here at the IELTS Focus. We know the absolute best way to improve is to see what actually works. So let's just jump right in and deconstruct a Band 9 model answer. We're going to see what really separates a decent essay from a truly great one.
Okay, first things first. Probably the biggest mistake people make is they read the question and immediately start writing. No, the top students, they do something different. They pause and they really, truly deconstruct the task. You have to understand exactly what the examiner is asking for before you can even think about writing. So this is our mission for today. It's all about unpaid community service. Should it be mandatory for high school students? Now, you gotta lock onto this key phrase. To what extent do you agree or disagree? This is your signal. They're not looking for a simple yes or no. They want your clear, consistent opinion, argued from start to finish. And here's a little secret for boosting your score: paraphrasing. You see, the examiner really does not want to read the same words from the question again and again and again. A top-tier essay shows off your vocabulary by rephrasing these key ideas. Let's look at the 3 main concepts we can play with here.
And this right here is where the magic happens. Look at this. Instead of unpaid community service, how about volunteer their time and effort? So much better. Instead of compulsory part, you could try forcing high school students to take part. And high school programs, that becomes part of the standard curriculum. When an examiner sees this kind of language, they instantly know you're a high-level candidate.
Now, a really well-rounded essay has to show that you can see both sides of the coin. So, even if you totally agree with the idea, it's a smart move to first explore the potential problems. Let's check out how this model answer does it.
Just look at how this argument is built. It's so logical, step by step. It kicks off with the impact on the students, then it links that to the very real issue of academic pressure, and it wraps up by pointing out a practical problem. See that flow? It's just so clear and persuasive.
So the key takeaway here is to have a kind of toolkit of phrases ready to go when you need to present a problem. Using expressions like the ones you see here, have repercussions for all concerned, or saying something is unlikely to be popular. It just makes you sound so much more sophisticated.
And check this out. What a clever point the model answer brings up: the idea of supervision. This is brilliant because it's not some vague, abstract idea. It's a real-world, logistical headache. Who is going to watch all these students? Thinking like this adds incredible depth to your argument. It shows the examiner you're thinking practically.
All right, let's flip the script. We've looked at the drawbacks. Now let's see how the writer builds a really powerful case for the proposal. This is where you get to develop your main position.
Did you see that first word? Nevertheless. It's so powerful. It's like a big signpost for the reader telling them, okay, we're changing direction now. And then boom, 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 a triple combo of benefits: developing responsibility, learning real-world skills, and becoming more community-minded. It's a really, really strong argument.
And this is your formula for adding weight to your argument. You start with a general statement, something like, there would be clear benefits. And then you back it up with specific, concrete examples, like develop a sense of responsibility and teach them real-world skills.
Oh, I absolutely love this phrase, community-minded. It is such a perfect high-level way to summarize one of the biggest goals of a program like this. Honestly, using vocabulary like this is exactly what gets you into those Band 8 and Band 9 scores.
All right, we're on the home stretch, the conclusion. This is your final chance to really impress the examiner. It's got to be clear, it's got to be decisive, and whatever you do, don't introduce any new ideas.
Now this is a fantastic conclusion. It starts off by leaving zero doubt about the writer's position. I completely agree. Then, it cleverly uses the word although to acknowledge the drawbacks we just talked about, before finishing with a really powerful statement that the long-term benefits totally outweigh any short-term issues.
So just burn this simple 3-step structure into your brain. For every conclusion you write, do this. 1. State your opinion directly. 2. Briefly nod to the other side of the argument. And 3. Powerfully reaffirm your own position. It's a recipe for a strong, confident ending every single time.
Okay, time for a rapid-fire review of the absolute best words and phrases from this essay. Get ready to grab these and put them straight into your own vocabulary toolkit.
First up, repercussions.
This is such an impressive word. Instead of just saying bad results or consequences, this one instantly makes your writing sound more academic.
Next is compulsory. Now, this is a key word from the question itself, and it just means mandatory. You've got to understand it, but more importantly, as we saw, you need to be able to paraphrase it.
Academic pressure. This is a fantastic collocation. 2 words that does naturally go together. It describes the stress students feel from schoolwork, and using it shows a really natural command of English.
Standard curriculum. We saw this one earlier. It's a much more sophisticated, much cleaner way of saying the subjects that are taught in school. A top-notch paraphrase.
Sense of responsibility. Now, this is more than just vocabulary. It's a powerful, abstract concept you can build your argument around. It shows you're thinking about the deeper character-building side of things.
And finally, long-term benefits. This is a killer phrase to use in your conclusion, especially when you contrast it with short-term problems. It shows the examiner you have a really balanced and thoughtful perspective.
And there you have it. The most important thing now is to actually take this language and use it. Don't just look at it and think, oh, that's nice. Make these words your own. Pick just 1 or 2 for your next practice essay and see what happens. That, right there, is how you start climbing up to that band 9.